Well, hello all you StAUSCC fans, and welcome back to the final episode of this season, at least, of our Road to Glory series. Having already wrapped up the league, we have our final match to play against Essex. Without further ado, let's get into it. So here we are at the Alex Haynesmade C1, where we'll be spending next season, if there is one, and when we've played all our friendly games. Alex Haynes, of course, not playing this game, unavailable against Essex, so he drops out, and we've got Smith in for him, and as you can see there, we have done something interesting with the batting lineup. As a bit of a sign of disrespect to this Essex playing 11, we've reversed the batting order for our final game, so hopefully this gives a couple of people some time to shine that they haven't had so far in the series. The call is heads. And it is a tail. Very soft, grassy pitch. Let's have a bat, why not?
I probably would have chosen to bowl on this pitch, but I can understand wanting to have the runs on the board.
And so here we have it. Powers into bowl to Patrick Jess. Jess driving at his first ball. Can't get off the mark. Third ball of the over. Oh, good outswinger there.
Swing and a miss.
Final ball of the over.
Plays that nicely along the ground.
And there we have it. First runs of the day. Jess off the mark.
Has done well in that over.
Coil in now. His first ball to Jess. It's back and leaning on it to backward point. Of course, that brings Miller on strike. Miller, who used to open the batting for St Andrews a few seasons ago. Nudges that through the leg side. Big dive from Patrick.
Get a single there.
Dave's off the mark.
This bowler really can get these spinning a long way.
And here we have
See how they go.
the off spin of Lewis coming in. Third over of the day. Jess is forward and can't beat mid-wicket. Last ball now. Oh, he struck in front. He was going after it. It's gotten outside the line.
He signals.
Oh, and we have a challenge here from Essex. Surely he got outside the line of off stump here.
The impact is outside.
Fairway outside. How's to Miller, who's forward and edges it through to the wicketkeeper.
But did the batsman get anything on it?
Well, that's the first wicket for St Andrews.
Their job a lot easier with that wicket.
Miller goes, caught Whitaker, bowled Powers for 4 from 6 deliveries. And in comes Dan Armstrong, who's had a bit of time at the crease. But I thought he deserved a little bit more of a go, as he plays and misses first up. Powers into Armstrong. Just leaning on this one out to square leg.
Armstrong gets off the mark.
Just hitting this one firmly along the ground. It's going to beat the man out there. Oh, no, he's not. Flicks it back. Great work. Armstrong's coming back for 3 and, yeah, makes it comfortably. Jess is 18. Oh, little late cut, but he gets a bottom edge. Good work by the keeper. Last ball of the fielding restrictions, or last over rather of the fielding restrictions. And Jess hits that quite well down to fine leg. That's the first boundary of the innings. Coming around the wicket now. Just hits this one in the air. It's going to go down for 4 as well. 2 and 2 balls. Lewison again. Struck in front. I think that hit the stumps. Lewis is bowling well here. Jess forward and gets a bit more bat on that one. Coming back for 2. And it's well run in the end. Jess back on strike. He's 34. Powers into him. Hit this one in the air through backward square leg. He'll come back for 2. And that's a 50 up for St Andrews. Last ball of the over. Lewis is in. Armstrong's getting underneath that one, hitting with the spin. Got it down to fine leg. It might slow up, but it's heading out towards the boundary. And yep, there it goes. There we have it, 50 partnership.
50 runs added in this partnership.
Jess back on strike here. Powers into him. Little inside edge and it's beaten the keeper. It's going to go for 4. They all count. 1 for 74, St Andrews. Jess on strike. He's on 49. Lewis in, bowls. Jess is working that through square leg and that'll be it. That's his 50. They'll come back for 2. And 50 runs to Patrick Jess.
And that's 50. Great batting.
Lewis in, second ball. And he's hit this one up in the air. It's high.
Front there.
And the fielder's round and takes the catch.
That was served up on a platter.
Oh, he may have just lost some concentration there. But wicket falls. Lewis takes it. Jess goes for a well-made 50.
The new batsman.
And now out to bat we have someone who was
Strikers in.
robbed somewhat of the opening role. Seagal joins Armstrong at the non-striker's end. Listen, Armstrong's hitting this one along the ground. There's no one back. That'll be 4. Seagal first ball, punching that up to the covers. Get the single. Lewison again. It's down leg and Armstrong just helps it on its way.
Lovely shot.
Slowing up, but it will reach the boundary. Another 4 for Armstrong. Lewis staying around the wicket. Armstrong hits us high in the air. Off the inside edge. Lands safely this time though. Lewis into Seagal, who's hitting this one straight. Get 1. It'll just be 1. And that's the St Andrews 100, I believe. Armstrong hitting this one hard along the ground. That'll be another 4 for him. He moves to 43. Lewis in. Armstrong goes aerial this time. Doesn't get all of it. And the man at long leg may... No, he won't cut it off. Another 4. Armstrong on 48. Powers into bowl. Short and he shovels it down the leg side. He'll come back for 2 as the keeper's chasing it. I think about a 3rd, but no is the answer from Seagal. And that is Armstrong's 50. 49 balls for it, 5 4s. He's batted well. He's back on strike. Hitting that one hard in front of square. Boundary rider's got some work to do. Seagal's coming back for a second. Oh, direct hit and he was out there.
These two really are concentrating.
Here we have Armstrong's limited spider there. With Lewis coming around the wicket and bowling into that leg stump, it is hard to score boundaries anywhere else, especially when they leave that fine leg area wide open for him. He's made some hay though. Seagal on 19. Powers in. He's 1 for 57. Seagal hitting in the air, gets it behind square.
Brilliant shot.
Gonna beat long leg. Nice shot from him. This one has been aggressive there. He's going to be caught out on the boundary. I don't know what happened.
The hardest part of taking that catch is being worried about dropping such an easy chance.
Rush of blood to the head, and Seagal goes for 25. And with Seagal's wicket, we get Smith coming to the crease. Only 3 matches for Smith. See what he has here. He's on strike. He's driving out behind square. Beats the field. That's a fantastic shot. He'll get 2. This one's hit up in the air through square leg. Not a bad start from Smith. Seems St Andrews really going to attack this last 20 overs. Smith hitting in the air again, but this time finds the field.
And takes it.
It was short, it was sharp. 6 off 3 for Smith, he goes. And in comes Josh Hay. Had a miserable run with the bat recently. See if he can find some form. Hayes driving, can't beat the bowler. Last ball, Lewis to Hay. Hayes driving, this time gets it past the bowler. They get through for 1. And St Andrews 4 for 145.
And keeps it tight.
Powers to Hay. This one in his legs and he flicks that hard through square leg. 4 runs. Powers in again. Again at Hayes' pads. He's got a bit more of that one. Last ball. Hayes hitting this up and over square leg again. 3 times this over. Lewis to Armstrong. Oh, Armstrong goes hard at it and too early. Gets bowled. Has to go now. 57. Good innings from him.
The wall, the new batsman, and there's a big task ahead of them to steady this innings.
And here we have Aaron Koshi, one of the team's leading run scorers, coming in at number 7. Lewis is in, bowls, and Koshi's flicking this in front of square. We'll get back for 2.
Bowlers!
He's off the mark, first ball. Lewis in again. This time Hayes underneath it. Hasn't got all of it, but enough. 1 bounce 4. Final ball now for Lewis. Hayes hit this and he's hit it well. Gonna go all the way? No, just inside the boundary.
The ball well out there. Some solid shots.
Koshi's 16. Plays this one through the covers. Splits the gap. He's hit that really well. Big dive there from Koshi. Direct hit I think may have had him, but every run counts at this stage. Last 15 overs. Lewis 3 for 95 for him. It's into Hay. Shorter and Hay just clips that off his legs. He hasn't got a lot of that, but the field around at square leg, they're coming back for 3. There might even be 4 on here. Hay is very quick between the wickets. And yeah, no run 4.
Good running.
Last ball of the over, Koshi on strike. Lewis in, Koshi's forward and nudges that to mid-wicket. They're running with the shot.
Target.
Throw to the wrong end, and that's the 200 for St Andrews. Koshi on 20, powers in. Koshi's hitting this one in the air, gets it up over the field. It's a great shot from Koshi. He's hitting this one in the air. He's got it up and over mid-wicket. It's gone for 4. 3 back on the leg side now for Hay. Edging this one. And it has beaten short third man out to the boundary for 4. Hay on 49. This time he's cutting and again gets it behind square. This one's racing away as well. It's a great way to bring up your 50.
Great batting.
And here we have Hayes wagon wheel. Looks a bit funny on C1 without the stadium in the background. Didn't notice that last time, but boundaries behind square really. Just that 1 over mid wicket, but plenty of 2s. Time he's hitting up and in the air. Just clears the fielder at mid-wicket. Go out to the boundary for 4. 8 overs left. Lewis to continue in. Koshi flicks through square leg. It's gone in front of the man there, sweeping it deep square. And Koshi's back for 2.
He has played that nicely.
And that's
Gets
250 for St Andrews. Lewison once more. It's on shorter. Koshi's hitting in the air. There is a man there. Didn't get enough on it. And the partnership comes to an end. Lewis takes another wicket. Koshi just looking to be a bit too aggressive there, and St Andrews 6 for 251 now. Out comes Stan Franklin to join Hay.
Franklin about to face their first ball. Lets that go through to the keeper.
Lewison again. Franklin nudges that down the ground. They'll get 2. And Franklin's off the mark.
Good running. Got back for 2.
Lewison once more. Time Franklin plays it
picks that one up
square.
nicely. Good
He's hit
shot.
that very well. Will it beat the man? He's escorting it. It does. What a shot from Stan Franklin. 6 off 2 now for him. Lewison bowls. It's straight out to mid-wicket. Get through for a single though. He's across the stumps, hitting up in the air. It's not going to go all the way, but 1 bounce, 4 runs. Franklin on 7. Powers into him. Playing through square leg, and oh no, just helps it straight to the fielder. Unfortunate for Franklin. Hopefully we'll see him with the ball. In strolls Ross McLennan. Won't be used to coming in this far down the order. St Andrews another 7 overs left. Powers in, bowls. McLennan's driving out through the covers. Gets a single, he's off the mark too. St Andrews 7 for 264. Powers into Hay. It's full and Hay's driving with authority down through wide mid on. Hay on strike to Lewis. It's full, he's hit this one well. That'll be 6.
Boom, that's gone for
Over
6.
the wall. Third ball of the over. This one's clipped off his legs once more. Won't go as far as the last one, but it's 4 runs. Powers in again. This one's hit up in the air by McLennan. Is he going to beat the man? No, he's not. But the catch goes down. Hayes back for 2. 2 overs left for St Andrews. 7 for 299. It's full and Hayes driving back to the bowler. 11 balls. Hay needs 10. Lewis into him. Shorter, and he's hitting that just to mid-on. Mid-wicket's round. And that's the 300 up for St Andrews. McLennan on 12. Lewis in. McLennan's across the stumps, flicking up and over the field. 4 runs to him. Last ball of the over. Lewis into Hay. He's hit this one high and straight. There is a man back.
It'll bring rain.
He's coming forward. He's put it down. They're coming back for 2. Bit of luck for Hay. He moves to 93. And on strike now. What can he do? He's hitting up in the air. This time getting it over cover. This will be 4. Two balls here for Hay. He needs 6 runs. Powers in. Bowls. It's at his legs. He's flicked this up in the air. Beats square leg. They're coming back for 2.
He'll get
Hay
for
beats
that.
the throw in. He's on 96. It's a last ball. Where's he going to go? He's gone straight. It's gone high. And it's beaten the man. It's 6. What a way to bring up your 100! Last ball of the innings. Josh Hay hits a
And that's
6
the ton. Great batting to reach 3.
to get to 102. Fantastic batting. Here we have his spider before we go to the scorecard. Filled it out with a few more boundaries in front of square. I say a few more. 1-6, one beautiful 4. An excellent innings from Hay. And St Andrews with the unusual looking scorecard getting through to 7 for 322. It's a lot of runs. How will Essex conduct this chase? Let's find out. And not content with opening the batting, we have Patrick Jess in to open the bowling. Fullen strikes the batsman on the pads. Good
Tries to
start.
drive that.
Jess in. Little inside edge, and they get through for 1. Jess in again. Fullen playing and missing as Conway.
Not able to connect.
And it's a double medium attack here for St Andrews. Crooks, who hasn't been seen at the bowling crease all season, in now to bowl to Beasley. This one's hit up over cover. Aggressive shot that. Armstrong's back.
One more added.
Crookson once more gets hit high, up, straight. It's a great shot. 4 runs. Fourth ball, Crooks in. Beats the batsman outside off stump. Just having a field day here. It's in. Good ball. This one's hit up, straight over the field.
Top of it early.
Hit that one well. It'll be 4 more. Crookson again. Again, swinging away. Strikes the batsman.
Hit the pad.
A
Huge
big appeal. No, says the umpire. Fourth ball, Crooks in. Hits this one high in the air. Does Conway.
Nice technique.
It's going to land safely. And it'll be 4. He's across the stumps this time, Beasley. Hitting up behind square. There's no one back. It'll be 4 more. 2 balls left in Jess's over. It's full and finds the edge. Beats Seagal. I don't know what he was doing there. Cuts it off though. It's just 1. Brooks is in, bowls. So finds the edge. Diving catch from Koshi. That's really well taken. And Crooks gets a wicket here. I think that was the off cutter. And Conway has to go. Watkins in. Another right-hander here for Essex. Crooks to continue. Oh, beats him outside off stump.
Tries to drive that.
Last game of the season, so Captain Franklin ringing the changes. Time it's Miller in. Bowls, and the first one's edged down. Behind point, it'll go for 4. Last ball. Miller's in, gets hit up
Straight
over
drive, and that's
mid-on.
4 runs.
And we'll go out to the boundary for 4. Well, changes at both ends. Armstrong into the attack now. Required rate already above 7.5. Fifth ball of the over. Armstrong it's shorter, and Koshi fields that with great athleticism. Armstrong in again. Ball straight and flicked through mid-wicket. Got a lot of bat on that. It'll be 4 runs. 2 balls left in the over for Miller. Slow, full, hits him.
They're
I
confident.
think that was sliding down leg. Armstrong in once more. This one's straighter and hit up
Good
and
shot.
over backward square. One bounce, 4 runs. Well, Stan's ringing the changes again. First time we've seen Earnshaw today. It's in, bowls. Double fist up. Again, changes at both ends here for the skipper. Paul Smith for the first time this season. And bowls, he's swept. This one inside edge. Well bowled. They'll come back for 2. Unlucky there for Smith.
2 runs off that delivery.
Ensuring again. This time Beasley's across his stumps and hitting up over backward square. 1 bounce, 4 runs. Change of bowling again here. Franklin into the attack. 17 overs gone. Franklin in, bowls to Watkins. Plays it out to mid-wicket. Last ball, Franklin in. Finds the edge. Was that taken?
Good over. Frustration will be growing for
No,
the
must have bounced short. 1 for 71. Earnshaw in. Bowls. Finds the edge and takes a wicket. He's deadly to those left-handers. And yet again, Court McLennan bowled Earnshaw.
A solid innings comes to an end there. Good batting.
Lewis on strike. Earnshaw into him. Hitting up and over the field. Clears ahead of the man at extra cover. Long off's round to get it. And get back for 2. Earnshaw in again. This one's straighter and hit up and high over mid-wicket. He's got a lot of that one. 1 bounce, 4. Earnshaw in, bowls, and this one's again flicked over mid-wicket. Is this going to beat Armstrong? Yes, it will. Franklin in, bowls. This one's hit up and over backward square. It's going to be another boundary. 4 more to Essex.
Great timing. Races to the boundary.
2 balls left in the over. Earnshaw in, gets hit up over extra cover. Going to be 4 runs. Last ball, Franklin in. Bowls, and this one's punched through wide mid-on. It's a great shot from Lewis. Earnshaw in once more. This one's shorter, finds the edge, and it beats the slip and the keeper. Back for 2. And Shooter Watkins finds the edge, and again it falls between the keeper and the slip. Just 1 this time. Franklin now going away from spin. Leaning on his fast bowler, Armstrong. Back into the attack. This one's full and driven by Watkins. They get 1, they're going to get 5.
And that's the half century.
And what a way to bring up your 50. Final ball of the over here for Armstrong. This one's hit back straight. Can he catch it?
That's out.
Yes, he does. It's a great reflex catch there from Armstrong. And Watkins goes, caught and bowled.
Baird is the new batter at the non-striker's end.
This one's hit up and over extra cover. That's a great shot. It's going to be 4.
Oh, great shot.
Last ball of the over. Full hit out in the air, over point. Beats Jess out there. 4 runs. Essex have really played Earnshaw well today. 1 for 37 so far. One's full and he's driven up and over extra cover again. It's in the slot for Lewis. Last ball for Earnshaw. He's in. Bowls. Strikes the batsman this time.
Confident appeal.
No again, says the umpire.
That was well worth asking the question.
Armstrong in again. On short and finds the edge. It flies through the slips. It's 4 more. It's really got none of the luck at the moment.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
Well, replacing Earnshaw with another spinner. This time the leg spin of Seagal. He's in. Bowls, swept. He does the fielding. Seagal in again. This one's hit up in the air. He's found the gap. Could be 4 more. Armstrong in once more. This one's hit up and over extra cover. Earnshaw's going to stop that. Get back for 2 though.
He'll get 2 for that. Good shot.
It's a 150 for Essex. Third ball of the over. This one's hit with a bit more authority, up and over extra cover. No one's going to get that.
Good boundary.
Seagal to continue. This one's wide down the leg side.
Needs to bowl that again. It's a wide.
Seagal in, bowls. This one's hit high in the air. There's a man back. He's lining it up. And takes the catch.
The catch held by the fielder out in the deep.
Another wicket to Seagal. And breaks the partnership here. Lewis goes. He was looking dangerous. Seagal in once more. Bullen at his pads. Seagal in, bowls to Toonan, who's hitting up over extra cover.
And placement.
That's a better shot. Jess back into the attack. None for 11 from his 3. It's in, bowls. Oh, immediately beats Beard outside off stump. Jess in again. Finds a little edge. McLennan takes the catch.
Shouts all round.
And it's another wicket for St Andrews. Beard goes for 17. Another catch for McLennan. Jessen again. He's full, finds the edge once more. Through the gap though. Seagal's chasing after it. Can he stop 3? Batsmen are coming back and they'll make it quite easily.
Off the mark there. Good shot.
Jessen bowls, it's full outside off stump. It's driven hard over the cover field. Oh, and they can't reach it out there on the boundary. 4 runs. Well, that's Seagal being pulled. Koshi into the attack now. This one's full and hit away through the leg side.
Very nice there from Patrick.
Fielded out there on the boundary.
More to the score.
You get 1. 4th ball of the over. Koshi's in. Gets an inside edge. It's running away towards the boundary. Smith's after it, but I think it'll beat him to it. Yeah, there it goes. 4 runs. 5 for 180. Toonan's on 11. Jess in, bowls, strikes him on the pad. It's an appeal for LBW.
Not sure how the batsman survived that. He rejects the appeal.
May as well challenge it.
For the review, they've only got 1, so they need to make it count.
Oh, must have hit the bat.
Unsuccessful with that review.
2 left in the over. Jess is in, bowls, and it's an inside edge onto his pad, onto the stumps.
All ends up with a beauty of a Yorker.
Whitaker goes, bowled Jess is what it'll say in the scorecard.
ready to face their first ball.
Horn in now. Just to him, he's 2 for 27. One's worked out to mid-wicket.
1 wicket falls in that over.
Brings Horn back on strike. Jess is into him. He's hitting hard through wide mid-on. Gets the single. He's off the mark now.
With that shot.
Toonen on strike. He's on 18. And he's hit this one up and over. Fine leg. 1 bounce, 4 runs.
Good effort. 4 runs.
Jess in, bowls. Finds the outside edge. It's beaten Seagal. He's after it. Can't cut it off though. Two left in the over. This one's a full toss and it's hit hard over wide mid-on. 4 more. Koshi in once more and finds the inside edge. This one's running away towards the boundary. Smith's after it. I think he might catch this one. But the batsmen get back for 3. Miller back into bowl. None for 14 off his 3. They have 2 here at the end. This one's hit up over the field. Doesn't quite carry to Armstrong there at long off.
They get a single.
Bowling to Toonen. He's on 36. Miller's in. Bowls and it's worked through the field. Hit the gap well there. Franklin's after it, but he won't catch it.
Nicely. This bowler really can get these spinning a long way. Let's see how they go.
Franklin back into the attack. He'll have 2 to bowl. One's tossed up and nudged through wide long on, mid on, sorry, for a single. 4th ball here. Strikes him on the pad. I think that's got to be turning down leg. Last ball here for Franklin. Oh, and that time he's bowled him. Hit the outside of off stump there. And Toonen goes. Franklin gets a wicket. Well deserved for him.
Batsman will be down at the non-striker's end.
Essex 7 for 215. Miller into bowl. It's full and there's the batsman driving. Horn will get 1. 11 balls left now. Miller in. Bowls, it's full. Little tickle through to McLennan. Bounces though. Miller in again. Comes outside it. Off stump and gets a little inside edge. Again doesn't carry. Miller in, bowls. This one's straighter and hit up, over, backward, square leg. He has smashed that. Good way to get off the mark for Powers. Last over here of the season for St Andrews. Franklin to bowl. Fittingly, the captain. First one swept out to Hay. Franklin in again. Again has a batsman sweeping. This time they find the gap. Koshi out there on the boundary, does the fielding. Keeps it to 1. Powers on strike now. Franklin's in. Bowles strikes him on the pad. Is that a little inside edge? Crooks takes the catch. And yes is the answer. Bat pad catch at second slip there for Crooks. And Franklin gets another. Coyle in. Of course, he bowled that 1 over at the beginning. Franklin in. Bowls to Coyle. He's hitting up over the infield. Out to Armstrong there at long off. Brings Horn back on strike. Franklin's in. Switch hit. Oh, McLennan. I think there was a chance there for a stumping. And last ball of the season Franklin in, bowls, is driven down the ground. Miller's rushing round to get the ball. Fields, it's a single, and that's the end of the season.
Don't get much better than that. Just some superb bowling to take the big victory.
Well, a dominant performance as usual from the St Andrews University Staff Cricket Club. Win by 99 runs. Player of the match, Josh Hay, of course. Let's take a quick look at the scorecards. Well, StAUSCC fans, it was the ultimate sign of disrespect to our opponents. Having wrapped up the league, we reversed somewhat our batting order. Miller did get out cheaply early on. Then a decent partnership there between Jess and Armstrong. Jess getting to 50 before he too was dismissed. And then we just continued to power on. These partnerships kept growing. 62 between Segal and Armstrong. Segal, bit of a rush of blood to the head. Caught out on the deep cover boundary. Smith was in and out in a blink of an eye, adding 6 from 3 balls. Armstrong fell not long after bringing up 50. And then Hay and Koshi got together. Partnership of 92 runs for the 6th wicket. And Koshi batted well before he was caught out, just trying to get on with it a little bit. Franklin, much like Smith, was in and out in a hurry. And then Ross McLennan struggled a little bit, but hit the gaps when he needed to, ran hard, and ably supported Hay, who ended with an astonishing 102 not out of 52 deliveries, our fastest 100 in club history by a long way. So St Andrews ending with 322 for 7. Quick look at the Essex bowlers, they used 3. 4 for 167 off Lewis, 3 for 149 for Powers, Coyle the one over for 4. Pretty disciplined effort there, only 2 wides, no balls for Essex. But 322 was always going to be a lot of runs. And it proved far too many for Essex, who could only manage 8 for 223. To be fair to them, that's more runs than many teams have put on St Andrews the second half of the season. But wickets fell steadily throughout. A couple of good partnerships for the 2nd and 3rd wicket. But again, just never scoring at a rate that was going to bother St Andrews. 8 wides for St Andrews though. Ill-disciplined. Great 51 from Trey Watkins, should be said. Switching now to the St Andrews bowlers, and they used 8 bowlers. But everyone kind of chipped in. It's only Miller, somewhat surprisingly, Koshi and Smith without wickets. Everyone else picked up 1, with 2 going to Franklin and Jess. Jess bowled particularly well. His final over going for a few, bringing up that economy rate. But a fantastic effort from St Andrews to cap off what was a fantastic season. I think a good way to finish with everyone getting involved. So, final match of the season over and done with. All that remains is to take a look at the stats and the standings. And here it is, officially the end of the season. St Andrews on top, 13 wins from 14 matches, 130 points. Net run rate of 1.86. 2 games clear of Auckland there, who defeated the Redbacks this week to claim outright 2nd. Essex back and 4th, ahead of Yorkshire on net run rate. Jamaica 6th. Big Ant Red pulling out 7th, and the Royals right at the bottom there with their 2 wins from 14 games. Taking a look at the stats now for the season, we're sorting here by runs. And as we can see, Crooks, the best of the St Andrews batsmen, down there in 8th place. None of the other St Andrews batsmen make the top of the list, but I suppose that wasn't helped by chasing some low totals in recent weeks and reversing the batting order today. Big shout out goes to our man Craig Kachopa, up there, his final tournament playing for the Aces at number 4 with 532 runs. We flick over to averages now, and Crooks at the top of that list, average of 73. Solid effort from him. Koshi in 2nd place there, 65.25. Further down the list we can see Franklin, Hay and Earnshaw right there at the bottom. Averages in the 40s. So good solid season there. from St Andrews, although we should note that Hay started the season with a 50 not out, ended the season with 100 not out, so that does a fair bit to boost your average, especially when you only ended up scoring 217 runs. Taking a look at the bowlers now, and sorting by wickets, only Earnshaw gets on that list right at the very bottom there with 26, but it should be noted that we spread our bowling out a little bit more than everyone else, as you can see there with the balls bowled in the thousands for every other team. Earnshaw, who bowled the most of our bowlers, 683. You sort by bowling average, up there at the top you've got Jason Segal, 3 wickets, 30 runs at an average of 10. Crooks in that last game with his 1 wicket gets on that list, a little undeserving. Earnshaw there though, 26 wickets at an average of 16.85, solid effort from him. Look further down, we've got Miller there, Armstrong there towards the bottom of the list, Franklin, Koshy and McPherson joining him. Bowling averages all in the 20s, so very good from them. Great work by our bowlers. I'm sure if we had a catches stat, McLennan would be near the top of that. But we will go into all of these further next week at our end of season prize giving. Got some prizes to give out, we've got some stats to go through. So that's it for our league season, a championship winning league season. Thank you for staying with me this far. I've been Jim the editor. I hope you hear from me soon.